Do you know what holistic is actually all about? If you don't, you might be missing out a key piece of becoming injury proof to have a healthy and happy long life, not to mention a healthy and happy extended career. I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't always know what holistic was all about. Until I was 30 years old, I was living this nice dinky life with my husband, double income, no kids, so we were just having fun. We had everything what we wanted, we were working, so that was perfectly fine until one day. I was in the gym on a Friday afternoon and I was working out on a treadmill, music in my ears, and I heard a commotion behind me and there was a large thud. When I turned around to see what it was about, I saw a man lying on the floor, becoming completely white. The gym staff started to run towards him. They started to do CPR because he just stopped breathing. There was a man dying right behind me and I couldn't do anything. I got so shocked. It so traumatized me. I didn't know what to do. Because I couldn't do anything, I just left the gym. I left the gym confused, in shock, in traumatized. I've never seen anybody dying right on the spot behind me. It was a horrible, horrible experience. 2 days later started the worst part of my life so far, and hopefully that was it, when my whole body started to work with this shock. My heart went haywire. It started to beat so fast, started to skip a beat. I thought I was having a heart attack and I'm going to die on that spot. Do you know what the worst part was? I was completely aware of what's going on. I was completely conscious of, oh my God, I might die on this spot today. I was 30. I was happy. I was completely healthy. What the heck was going on with me on a lazy Sunday morning? We got to the hospital and like an hour later, and by that time I was back to normal. They did some tests on me and they said I was completely fine. I knew I wasn't. And these kind of episodes with my heart started to become more frequent, started to become more scary. I always thought, oh my God, I'm going to die right now. And this kind of fear of death kept my stress level so high. It was just absolutely, it was a terrible situation. So they did a lot of tests in the next 9 months on me. I had this 24-hour monitor. They was checking with ultrasound my heart. They were checking everything and they couldn't find anything because I was healthy. I was declared healthy, even though I knew I wasn't. So I thanked Western medicine for their help because I was declared healthy, even though I clearly felt I wasn't. And I started to turn my attention to some alternative, holistic medication because I didn't want to live like this for the rest of my life. It was just way too early and I didn't want that at all. That's how I found kinesiology. That's how I found holistic way of doing stuff. Because while Western medicine is excellent and is absolute necessary, they don't pay attention. They didn't care about the cause, what was causing it. They just wanted to check my organs, and because my organs were perfectly fine, I was declared perfectly fine, even though I wasn't. When I started to work with this kinesiology therapist, I told her the story, what was going on, and she was the first one who diagnosed me, who told me what was wrong with me, and it was panic attacks. Panic attacks caused by the trauma I saw with that man dying right behind me. And since now I knew what was going on, we could pay attention and actually get rid of majority of that kind of stress. That stress, that was an emotional stress. Body-wise, organ-wise, I was perfectly healthy. But because of that trauma, because of that emotional stress that messed out my physical body. Have you got that? My mind, my emotional stress messed out my physical body. That's how related they are. That's how powerful your emotions and your physical mind is. And it has the capability to completely mess you up, and that has the capability to completely heal you. And that is a whole concept of being whole. Recognizing that you are not just thoughts and emotions. Recognizing that you are not just a physical body without any thoughts and emotions, without any nutrition, and without any life experiences. You are the whole package. And once you recognize this, that is a whole way of living. This is a holistic way of living. It's simple, it's easy, it can be your secret weapon to become injury-proofed, because once you recognize you are mind and body and supportive nutrition in all, that is going to be your secret weapon to become injury-proof, to have this holistic whole way of living, and you can enjoy whatever you want. It took me 4 years to clear, 4 years, yes, from A to Z, because those little episodes started to get frequent at the beginning, then less and less and less, and for a long time now, thank goodness, I'm completely free from these kind of episodes, because I knew what was going on. I worked on myself, I worked on emotions, I worked on my body, I worked on my nutrition. That's how I became holistic, and I'm keeping this lifestyle until the very end, because there is nothing better than that. So holistic means the whole of you, recognizing that you live in a physical body, governed by your thoughts and your feelings, supported by good information and good nutrition. And when you do all of it, you integrate, you put all these little parts into your life, your daily life, consciously. That is the holistic way of living. And whatever you want, if you want to win championships, if you want to heal yourself, if you want to become the best, if you want to extend your career, that is what you have to do. You have to become holistic. Obviously, there is not enough time and space here for me to go deep into each categories and how to do that. That's why I created this free masterclass. It's an exclusive masterclass, and I put the link right there for you to check it out. It's only 45 minutes, but that 45 minutes has the ability to extend your career, has the ability to make your body and mind injury-proof, because you will know what to do right after that. Do check out that masterclass. This can be your secret weapon and the key to have the best life, the best career, and to become injury-proofed.